Okay. What is going on, guys? Justin Woll here with one of my many six and soon-to-be multi-seven-figure students, Juan. Absolutely crushing it in the game. Glad to have you in the program, brother. And how are you doing today, Juan?
I'm doing good, bro. Doing good, bro. I actually just stayed up like all night trying to like launch new products because I know the coronavirus is like kind of coming towards the end. So I've been trying to like really launch new products. So
Awesome.
I'm actually just coming off of doing that.
Cool, man. Now, I actually wanted to have you on here today, want to give you, somewhat of an interview because you've had a lot of success in the Beyond Six Figures program. You're an absolute rock star with what you do, and I saw you pretty much grow from a new entrepreneur to someone who's very, very well versed in what they do and was able to really scale to massive, massive numbers, man. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, your story, where you came from, and where you are now.
Well, the story's pretty long, so I pretty much started like the entrepreneur journey pretty much. I would say junior year of high school, so about like 5 years ago. I was doing I was like finding stuff on Craigslist, like the Gary Vee method, where I like find stuff on Craigslist, eBay, and stuff like that. Basically buy it and then just selling it like that. So I didn't know what dropshipping was. I basically just bought the item first, like a garage sales or TJ Maxx or something like that.
Right.
And then basically I sold it. So I did that for about like 6 months.
Okay.
I wound up starting getting really good success with it, but then I was making a little bit too much money. And then I was going like right into college. So then my people were like, you got to stop doing that because then you wouldn't get like the full student loans. Because like, basically, if I made too much, I wouldn't get like the full aid or whatever for loans.
Got it.
So I did that. I actually wound up stopping for like, I think a year. So I was in college for like a year. I wound up stopping, but I was like kind of still into entrepreneurship. That's kind of where I really wanted to go. So I wanted picking it back up. I did the agency and then Shopify. I did Shopify first. I spent about, I think, 3 or 4 grand on the ads, but I didn't know what I was doing at all. Like I did like link click campaigns, like picture ads from Canva. Like I didn't really know what I was like. Looking back at it, it's like very like painful to watch like what I was doing. But basically I was doing that. I couldn't really figure out how to make it work. So I went to the agency. The agency was still kind of, it was tough for me because I was trying to find clients. I couldn't really find anybody, and I was doing like different strategies. Like I was doing Facebook ads for it, reaching out on LinkedIn, Gmail, like everything pretty much.
Right. Okay.
And I pretty much bounced back and forth between the agency, Shopify. I actually did penny stocks for a little while too. Okay. So like I pretty much did a lot of stuff. Like I did that.
A lot. Very cool.
Yeah, I did eBay dropshipping, Amazon dropshipping, like pretty much every single like actual business, like online business that's like kind of popular right now or like up and coming. I pretty much did.
Got it.
And like pretty much tried it and failed at it pretty much.
Got it. Now, Juan, what was the breakthrough? And Shopify ended up working for you, right? So talk to us about what ended up being that turning point that got you to where you are now in terms of actual building your brand. Talk to us about the start of your true dropshipping career taking off.
Okay, so my actual dropshipping career taking off, it actually started off like, I would say it started off 2 or 3 months before I got into your program. I actually wound up getting into Chris Waller's program, like Ken Khan's program, because I'm like more of a visual learner. And because with his program, it was like, he basically took a product and he scaled it to like 50K a day within like a week. So basically being able to like see him pick the product and then scaling it up, it like really helped me be like, okay, this is exactly how you kind of pick the product and stuff like that. But I was still kind of lost on the actual strategy to do it because like his strategy, it was working for me. Like I was getting consistent sales, but I wasn't profitable. So then I wound up I actually ran into you on accident because I was going to an Underground Earners event.
Okay.
I was following Jordan West at the time. I was going to an Underground Earners event and I saw you like as one of the speakers. So I just kind of looked into more of who you were. So I want to get into the Facebook group and then that's like all the testimonials, whatever. I couldn't get into it when I first wanted to, which was like 3 months before. Right. But I wish I like took out a loan and did. So I wound up taking out a loan like 3 months after I like found out about you and then invested into the program. And then with that, I basically just followed exactly like what you teach and like the Beyond Six Figures and like, the mentorship, whatever.
Got it.
And then like I literally followed a step by step. Like I didn't really do anything different besides exactly what you teach. So.
Got it. No, very, very cool one. And you were hitting, you're hitting like $7,000 to $10,000 days pretty damn consistently at the time, which is super, super cool. What was the kind of strategy that set BSF apart from everything else that you've taken moving forward? Was it the targeting? Was it the actual ad strategies? What clicked for you?
I think it was more of just finding the right product because I was doing decent products, but like I wasn't really, I guess, getting the best kind of products.
Right.
Like as far as the product that I actually tested and wound up scaling, I probably would have never picked that product if I didn't go into BSF. Like I probably would have saw it and be like, oh, that probably wouldn't really work, or it wouldn't like really do anything different. So it's definitely the product. I feel like the product is like mostly what Shopify is, because
Absolutely.
you can really like have like terrible marketing. If you have like a really good product, I feel like it can still at least kind of work, you know. But
Absolutely. So the product research system, awesome. Now we
yeah.
follow a very strategic process to obviously finding our product, which is part of the reason why we have so much consistent success. And then Juan, when you found that product, what type of strategy? Let's drop some some add value now. What type of strategies worked for you in terms of getting from where you were through the product research system of finding your product, getting traction, and then scaling to that next level? What type of actual ad strategies did you use?
Okay, so I did algorithm targeting. So like I basically like break down all the audiences and like that. So I started with algorithm targeting. We actually started like launching that products close to Black Friday weekend. So I was already having like pretty decent traffic, but the CPMs were pretty high. So what I did was I did algorithm targeting. I did 12 ad sets. And then once they were working, I duplicated them 5 times. And then like it was really consistent. Like whenever you have a winning product, you're gonna see like immediately off the back that it's like a winning product.
Right.
So like all the duplicated ad sets for like getting sales, at least like 60 to 70% of them were getting sales. So I just like did that for like 2 or 3 days, and like by like day 3 or 4, it
Got
was
it.
like I kept duplicating everything that was getting a sale like 5 times.
Got it.
So on day 3 or 4, I was already at like 1 or 2K a day. With that, I was already at like around 150 sales or so like that. And then we just basically launched Big Bang. So after we launched Big Bang, I pretty much yeah like it pretty much went through the roof. Like it was like went from 2K a day to like 6K a day like the next day, and I was like, okay, well, cool.
That is
So then
awesome.
after that, basically, the ads were like kind of stabilizing or whatever. Like I
Right.
was getting like sales Big Bang, and then I pretty much had a bunch of small ad sets. I think I had around like 500 or 600 ad sets, like basically being profitable.
On low
So
budget, right? No, very, very cool.
yeah,
So just to recap for you guys and gals watching, I want to use some advanced tactics right here. So he's talking about algorithmic targeting, which essentially is segmenting our audience into 12 different categories, whether it be magazines, whether it be people who are liking the websites, whether it be people who are proven buyers, right? 12 different categories to segment your audience and your pretty much your target market. And then what he did is as he started to get sales on each algorithmic audience, he would use the 5x duplication rule. And the 5x duplication rule is when you see an ad set with profitable ROAS and you duplicate it 5 times over in the same campaign in hopes of actually increasing the number of winning pockets that you're hitting. Because as Juan knows now, every single time that you find a winning audience, right, you're hitting a winning pocket. And there's no reason why you can't duplicate the audience over and over and over and over again, because usually we try to hit the size of 5 million. Because that's really an optimal size for us, because you could continue to duplicate without having to bid against yourself or have the frequency be too high. As he started to see success in duplication over and over again, he's like, wow, these ads are doing well even if I'm duplicating them over and over and over again. Therefore, it's a good sign to actually try Big Bang, which is basically creating all of your custom audiences, 1 to 10%, and then creating all custom audiences, and then creating 1 to 10% lookalikes from those customs initially. And that's going to give you a big pit of anywhere from 100 to 300 ad sets at a low budget level, which is going to train your pixels to start converting at a lower cost per purchase. So it's amazing, amazing value there, Juan. Now, talk to us about how you started optimizing. What did you start changing on your landing page when you started to see success? And how did you really go out there and make more money as you started to see, wow, damn, this is working?
yeah. One of the biggest things that I would give to people is to really look at your customer questions like at first.
Good.
Because I actually remember to actually skip this part. On like day 1 or 2, we were getting we were getting sales, but it wasn't like consistent as it's supposed to be. So then people kept asking, when are you guys coming out the king size or something like that? Like, they come in different sizes or whatever. So we wound up I wound up just changing the landing page to where it matched whatever they were asking for. So I added that, and I added a coupon code at the bottom to where it was like, you're a lucky person, you get, this amount off. Like, I think it was 20% I did. Yeah, it was 20%.
Got it.
So basically use this code and get 20% off. And then with that, it basically shot it through the roof. So don't sleep on the fact that, just 1 or 2 tweaks on your landing page can like skyrocket your sales to make like a product from like a 1K a day product to like, a 10K, 20K a day product. So
it's very, very good insights, Juan. Honestly, man. Now, what did your family and friends think about when this was actually happening?
They were just kind of like, they already knew I was doing Shopify for a long time. So they were just kind of like, like they were kind of like, wow, that's like, wow. Like they were just kind of like, I don't know. they don't really understand it too much. So I don't really like, I don't know, display how much money I'm making, stuff like that. So I just kind of, I was like, yeah, I'm making a decent amount of money with Shopify, but I don't really tell people like how much I make. So they don't really
Yeah, no, right. And whenever you start to make that first breakthrough, people kind of are confused and they're like, what the hell is this guy doing? I remember all the time we found our first traction, everyone around me was like, they would just not even have interest because they didn't understand it, right? But then as you start
everybody kind of thinks like more of the e-commerce, gearish, quick MLM scheme kind of thing.
Right, like MLM stuff, right.
Yeah,
But
so I just kind of like, I'm gonna just like show it to them, I guess. Like, it's more of just, I'm gonna get success first and then kind of put them on after.
yeah, no, I'm the same way, honestly, Juan. And dude, awesome value that you're dropping today, man. Really, really appreciate you hopping on with us.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
If there's one thing that you could say to the BSF family that's watching right now to help them in their journey moving forward to hit these big numbers, what's that one tip you would give them?
If you're not in BSF, obviously I would say definitely join, because like, I mean, like, it's really just, if you're not in BSF, you're pretty much you're pretty much cheating yourself, because like, when I like first got in, like, I was like, well, this program is pretty expensive, but at the same time, I've been in a lot of like, mentorships or whatever, and this is like the only one that actually worked or actually like delivered even like half of the value. Like, I would pay like knowing what I know now, I would pay like triple the price for the mentorship if I knew the value I was getting. So the biggest thing I would say is definitely take the leap of faith and just kind of join Justin if you can. If you can't, definitely just stay active in the Facebook group and just keep learning. Try to do some free methods until you get the money to basically invest in Justin's mentorship. I took out a loan because I didn't have the money to invest. So I just kind of was like, I kind of took like a big risk. Like, it was like very like, it wasn't a very easy decision for me, but I was like, if I take out this loan, I'm going to make it work. So pretty much that's what I did.
Hey, well, congratulations, Juan. I appreciate those kind words as well, man. And it's cool. Juan and I we just got on Zoom and started recording. We didn't even rehearse anything, guys. This is all straight. This is all straight facts right here. So, Juan, honestly, man, I'm really, really happy that you're on here today, and you really dropped some awesome value. I would love to have you on to future live streams in the group and stuff. If you want to actually hop on with us, talk to the BSF fam, because you got some awesome value in there, man. And what you've been through is a really, really unique story, because coming from all these different things, playing around in different, markets to make money, to finally getting your traction and sustaining where you're at now is just an awesome story that a lot of people are going to be looking up to you about, man. So I really, really appreciate you hopping on.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime. And it was kind of wild too, because it was like, I went from basically testing products to literally everybody asking me questions within like 2 weeks. And I was like, wait, like I just got here. Like, don't ask me some questions. But like, it's pretty cool though. Like, I love helping everybody out. It's kind of like, it's a good feeling to actually.
Yeah, we're all a family here, man, and I really appreciate you giving back so much. You're so generous with the things that you learned throughout the program and the success that you had. It says a lot about yourself and your character, dude. So I'm really, really honored to be on this session with you today, man. And before we actually go ahead and sign out, I want to ask you a few more questions about the actual strategies that got you to that point, right? What were some roadblocks that you faced, and how did you kind of get past them in terms of actually, not seeing consistency initially in your ads? Were you recreating your customs? Were you recreating your lookalikes? What was kind of like the secret formula besides, what we talked about that kind of helped you get to that point of 10K a day?
Okay, so as far as inconsistencies, obviously, when you're starting off, don't, be attached to your product. Like, this was the fourth product I tested, so, don't be too attached.
The fourth product you tested?
Yeah, the fourth product.
Your fourth product you tested through BSF, you found a $10,000 a day product.
Oh, I should also point out that, like, I've tested over 90 products, and it was like the fourth one through BSF. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's really the product. So it's like, if you find a good product, you know what you're gonna do. Hey. But yeah, like, the biggest thing is the way you do it is when you have so many small ad sets. After a while, everything just kind of, it's a solid foundation. So if like you have a bad ad day, you're pretty much still profitable. So the biggest thing that I really had was not really with the actual ad sets. Especially when I got to Big Bang. Once I got to Big Bang, there wasn't really any trouble at all.
Yeah, Big Bang is just like, it's going to work. And then if one ad set doesn't get a sale, the other one will get to sale the next day.
Yeah, like, you start seeing inconsistencies, but at the same time, I pretty much knew, through like the BSF system, like, you had different categories for like dealing with inconsistencies, where I would just kill bad ad sets, or I would recreate the audiences, like look-like audiences, right, and then launch like a micro Big Bang or another Big Bang. And then pretty much with that, I didn't really ever have any trouble with the actual like scaling part. I always had trouble with Facebook because, Facebook disables your account for no reason and has spending limits for no reason and stuff like that. Right. So it was really more Facebook issues and not really the actual ads. So.
Got it. So that's really cool that you're seeing consistency in our ad strategies. It's more or less just, you know, the hurdles with Facebook that you got to jump over, just like any other business starting up. But,
Yeah.
you know, Juan, I really, really appreciate you hopping on, man. I think we'll wrap it up now. I think you had dropped some awesome value today, and I can't wait to actually have you on to some live streams again. And yeah, if for anyone who's interested in actually joining BSF, guys, listen, post in the group, shoot me a message to my personal inbox. I'm always around, always working on businesses, always helping clients, and I have no problem answering you because I like doing what I do. Right now, with that being said, thank you so much, Juan. If there's any final words, I'll let you wrap it up, brother. And sayonara, guys.
All right, no problem. Thank you for having me. You know, like I always like, you know, talking, chopping up with you, giving some feedback.
Hey,
But
man.
like anytime you like ever need me to do something, like I got you, bro. Like
Cool. No, dude, honestly, really appreciate that. And let's even go ahead and we can even do a case study together, maybe build up a store from scratch, record the whole thing, and put it out for free in the BSF group to see if they would want to see that. If you guys would like that, put that in the comments below, and Juan and I may be able to do something like that for you guys in the near future.
yeah, that'd be dope. Like no problem. I'm already testing products, so it's pretty much just documenting it now. But,
Hey, it's just consistency from this point on and recording it to see what happens, man. But absolutely, really, really appreciate you hopping on. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. If you like, please slap a like on this video, put a comment below if you want to see Juan and I do that, because I think that'd be super, super cool. I want to start doing more partnerships with my successful students. I think it'd be super cool and really help us build an even tighter knit community. So that's about it for today, guys, and have a good rest of your day.
all right, cool.